So guys, there you can see we have an Arduino UNO. What we are doing with it is that we just wrote a code here. See, we just took a counter and we made a counter using the while loop. Counter starts at 0, then the maximum it can go is less than 11, which means 10. So it increments by 1, and with every incrementation there is a delay of 1 second. Then we are also displaying the counter, then we use this millis command. This also calculates the time taken for double check, and then we are also printing the time. So let me show you what is happening here. So on the serial monitor, you can see that 0, then it's 999 millisecond, that is the millis command, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now see 10,000, it means there is a little bit of error. Millis command highlighted that there is an error in the delay. So the delay command is doing its job, but there are errors which we were not able to see before. So see, we are also being able to calculate the exact execution time using the millis command with the delay command. So it's like a double check here. Hello guys, welcome to learning microcontrollers. In this video, I will be showing you calculating the code execution time in Arduino UNO. So we will be using a millis function for calculating the execution time of the code. So this command, the millis command, will be used for the purpose. So for demonstration purpose, all you need is an Arduino UNO. We will just make a counter, and in the counter we will be counting from 0 to 10, and between each interval, like from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, there will be a delay of 1 second. And then after making the counter, we will be using the millis function to verify that do the execution exactly took 10 seconds or there was some errors, because this lecture will also highlight to you a very major problem with the delay command in the Arduino IDE for the long run project, that those projects which requires a lot of time to be on and uses the timing as a sequence. So guys, let's get started. So all you need is an Arduino UNO connected to your computer using a port. Then open your Arduino IDE. I also open the magnifier so you guys can see better. So there you go, the Arduino IDE is open. Click on File, click on New Sketch. Wait for the new sketch to be created. Close the previous sketch. Now press Ctrl S to save your work. Now the second important thing is to go to Tools and make sure that your Arduino board is connected. The Arduino UNO is the board. COM12 is my Arduino UNO. Verify this over here as well. Okay, it's perfect. Okay, now we can start writing the code. So to write the code, first of all, I will remove these comments like this. Now here I write the command to initialize the serial monitor. For that I use this command, serial.begin. The baud rate I set is 9600. We will be needing the serial monitor to display the data. Now we need to make a counter. To make a counter, I take a integer variable, suppose count. Okay, now the count is there. Why I initialize it here? People mostly initialize it over here in the Arduino. So like in cases like these where you are going for the optimization, like you want to calculate the execution time of something, you better not initialize the variables inside the loop because it takes more time. You initialize them in the main loop, like before the main loop starts. So it will be initialized once. If you place it here, it will be initialized after every repetition. So better do that over there. And there we make the counter equals to 0. Like by default, our counter will be 0. And then to make a counter, you can use any loop. I will use a while loop. You can use a for loop or whatever you prefer. Count less than 11. Since we want the repetition to be from 0 to 10, so it will start at 0 and maximum it can go 10. Why? Because this sign is less than. So it will not allow it to go to 11. It will be always less than 11, that is 10. Okay. For the for loop, we increment the counter. Sorry, in the while loop, we will increment the counter. There is a mistake in the spelling, WHILE, while. Okay, counter by 1. Count is equals to count plus 1. So after that, we will give a delay of 1 second, as I told you. So this counter will go from 0 to 10 with a delay of 1 second with each repetition. And after that, before that, I place a command to also see what we are getting on the counter, to see the values. Print ln. And what we want to print, just the value of the counter. Whatever the value of the counter, it will be displayed on the serial terminal using this command. So what will happen here is that counter is 0 by default. Counter starts, it will display the 0, and then it will increment the counter by 1, and then it will pause the code for 1 second, and then it will keep on repeating, repeating, and repeating. Now what we make a mistake is that since these commands also take some time to execute, while we do not count them, it may take like 2 to 3 milliseconds to execute, and this one may take 1 second to execute. We have given a delay of 1 second here, so the total delay we expect is to be 10 seconds for this whole code. Now let's just verify and see the counter what it do. Done compiling and upload. Okay, it is uploading. Okay, now open the serial monitor to see your counter. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now see, it is 10, but the problem with it is that since there is a little bit of error in it. Now how to double check that error? If you hold a stopwatch, it will come to be 10. But we do know that these two commands also take some time to execute. You can like see the documentations to verify, open these functions to verify how much exact time it is taking. And usually you have to go to the assembly language side to understand the time taken by these commands, which takes a lot of time. Now to do it in a simple way, we use the millis function to calculate the execution time. I take another variable, suppose I call it integer time. Now remember that this integer variable is because Arduino UNO is a 8-bit, works on ATmega 328P, which is an 8-bit microcontroller. So this variable is a 2 power 16, which is equals to 32,767 or something. This is approximately, not exact value. So it is something like that. The maximum it can store is something like that. So this, the millis function will calculate time in milliseconds. So it will be like 32 milliseconds that the max we can go. So for this, we will be not doing much calculations here, just a simple thing. We just made a counter. Now let's double check this delay time using the millis function. Time equals to millis. This is the function we place here. Okay, that's it. We also display the time along with the counter value. So it will be in millisecond. So I call it time, that is time. Okay, that's all. Okay, we upload this code. No error, perfect. Uploading. Done uploading. Okay, 0. Now see, it's 999 millisecond. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we know we got a little bit of error. It should be exactly 10,000, but it's 10,002. Now for the second repetition, it should be 20 seconds, but it's 20 and something 5 millisecond above. See 30. For the third repetition, it should be 30, but it's not. It's 3008. So now after that, see, it cannot store more than 32,767 because of the limitation of the variable. But you can see that there are errors here, which we are not able to see directly. But if we use the millis command, we are able to see those errors. I reset the code, see, 3, 4, 5. And these errors come basically most of the time because of these commands, and also there is a problem with the delay function as well. If you suppose your code was supposed to run for hours, then these errors will be a lot. Like for 30 second, third repetition, it was like 8 microseconds. So this is a lot of error in case it's going to run a long time. So that's why most of the projects made using Arduino for timing or long timing type applications always fail. So you have to understand this. Now in this lecture, we use the millis function to calculate the time, which it did successfully. So that was the purpose of this lecture. In my next lecture on the same, I will show you how to apply a correction, how to use this command to apply a calibration value to make this loop perfectly 10 seconds. Okay guys, this is it. If you guys have any questions in this lecture, please do ask, and I will be very glad to know if you guys learned something from this lecture. So we'll see you in the next lecture. Goodbye until then.